Hi Leo, my name is Crystal with Salt City Tarot. Um, this is only like the fourth time I've had to re-record yours and Libra's readings like 4 or so times. I swear I'm blaming it on the Mercury retrograde. So we're just gonna roll with that. Plus I'm a Scorpio, so yeah, sometimes it can kind of hit Scorpio a little bit harder. Whatever sign that your retrograde is in, right? That Mercury's retrograde in. But anyway, so we're doing your reading for December 2019. Some of the energy, since I'm recording this in November, can kind of pertain to what will come up in the cards. But yeah, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Typically these are love readings, but whatever comes out, if it comes out in work or family, then that's the energy. That's the energy. I'll let you guys know. I mostly read intuitively. So for those of you who have been following me forever, because I did take quite a hiatus, thank you so much for subscribing still, like for not unsubscribing, because I took maybe 8 months hiatus. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started though. I also, we'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, okay? And Morgan Greer I'll be using as a follow-up cards, just depending on if the energy pertains to it, if I feel it. And then Earth Magic, Oracle, if I feel like, at the end I might pull more. It just kind of depends. I read intuitively. If the energy wants me to pull more than one Oracle, I will, okay? So it just kind of, whatever. So let's see what we got going on for Leo for love for 2019. I don't read in reversals on camera. So if you guys have questions about that, please let me know, and I will give you the information in regards to why. Let's see what's going on for Leo for the month of December. And this could be let's see. The bottom of the deck. Oh my god. Libra got the exact same card at the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of funny. And also crossing. Ooh, weird. Okay, cool. So let's check it out. See what's going on. And what energy we have here for you, Leos. I might do some follow-up for sure. I'm gonna follow up now with this Fool card with the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Why do we have the Fool for Leo for December 2019? We have the Fool. Bottom of the deck, please show me why the Fool here. Major Arcana. Oof. You don't have too many Major Arcana, to be honest. Not here, not yet. Alright, y'all. So we have, the Fool in of itself actually is a Major Arcana. So we've got the Fool here. And the follow-up is the Devil, right? So what is happening here is that for a lot of you guys, you could be walking away from something that you felt like an addiction to, okay? So if you guys have some kind of an addiction or something like that where you feel like you're bound, this could be a Capricorn person, because the sign of the Devil, or the Devil card, the sign of the Devil, the Devil card is Capricorn, right? And then with the Fool, this can be the card of Virgo, okay? So you could be dealing with a Virgo or with a Capricorn person. That could be significant to you. However, some of you guys may be just going off on your own, with the Fool, they're going off on their own journey, and they're walking away from something that could be an addiction, something that's binding you. You're just kind of walking into something different, something new, okay? Instead of this binding kind of situation where you feel stuck, okay? And that could be job, it doesn't have to be another person either. It could be job, it could be family, it could be a specific Capricorn person. or somebody with Capricorn in their chart. Kind of however it resonates with you guys, okay, or for you. So here at the heart of the reading, here at the center, we do have the Ace of Cups, okay, so that's an offer. With the Ace of Cups, it's an offer of love, okay, because you have this, like, or an emotional offer, okay, so you have, like, all this water that's coming out of this cup, it's gonna just, like, overflowing, right? And it's in the heart of the reading, so it's in that you guys do hold in your heart is, like, an offer of love, but you do have the Eight of Cups here, that was crossing the card. So with the Eight of Cups, and Libra got this exact same thing, so Libra might be significant to you guys. And so with this card crossing the Ace of Cups, you might be walking away from an offer. And it doesn't have to be like a forever thing, but it's just something that some of you guys might even just be like, it might just be in your heart that you're just kind of holding on to. But with the Eight of Cups, there's a whole, if you look close, there's the water here, and all these cups are upright, right? So they're not tipped over. They're totally okay. However, this person's walking away, and again, with this Fool, they're kind of doing the same thing. But it's either this, you know, if you have a Capricorn in your life, that could be a possibility. But with the Moon in the back, I have a dog here, so if you hear a little jingle, that's her. But yeah, with the Moon here, it's all about reflecting on your intuition, reflecting on something in the past. It could be in regards to somebody from your past, so somebody that may have come in, or, you know, holding on to something from the past. So this person is walking away from that at this time, and it is crossing the Ace of Cups here, which is an offer, okay? And that's like held in your heart, okay, because it's at the center. So here at the mind of the matter, okay, so this is like what you think about. Sometimes you talk to people about it, but it's kind of something that's there. But what we have on the mind here is the Four of Cups, okay, so this is an offer of love that's coming in, but you're not really that interested in it, right? Because he's not really looking up at it. He's kind of like, okay, like, you're offering this, but it's not, you know, you have options essentially, right? And so because you have options, it doesn't mean that you're going to take those options. So, you know, his arms are crossed and he's like, yeah, no, maybe not. So yeah, even though there are options available, that's not something that you're interested in at the time, okay? And then here at the pit of the stomach here, okay, this is like what we don't typically discuss. This is the Lover's card. It's what we think about, we don't super discuss, okay? Sometimes, again, like in this area, this is like at the pit of the matter, like in the stomach, kind of like where we hide things. But yeah, with the Lover's card, this could be a Gemini person or someone with Gemini in their chart as well. Oops. And with the Lover's card here, it's something that, you know, you're not, it can be having some kind of attachment to someone that you don't discuss, right? It's something that you keep hidden away because of the placement that it's in, right? And so we've got that in this position. It's something that you haven't really brought to the surface, right? It's like at the roots, because with the Celtic cross spread, the way that it's placed, it's in the pit, right? It's just like the pit, as in like when you have like a little pit of a plant and like the, you know, the roots are kind of growing, but it's not so much something that's come out yet. You know, it hasn't come out of the mouth. It's kind of just been hanging out. But anyway, so let's see here. And then I kind of want to do a follow-up card on the Eight of Cups. Let's see. Or not the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups. Show me why we have the Four of Cups here. For Leo, December 2019. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. do one for the 8 because I said the 8, so I feel like maybe since I said it, it probably needs to happen. Show me where we have the 8. Cups crossing the Ace of Cups. You guys are like intuitively like crazy, like in a good way, in the month of December. And there's lots of like lovey, there's a lot of emotional, but not like, I'll explain it in a second. I'll just explain what the cards mean, and then you'll kind of get the idea. Okay, so with Page of Cups, which is what we pulled, I pulled this for the 4, okay, for the follow-up. So why do we have this here? Because there's this page coming in with an offer, okay? So somebody might be coming in with an offer of love. See how this little fish is popping its head out? And then we have this water here in the back, which is all about emotions. Could be a Pisces person, and or a water sign person, or somebody with water in their chart, or this is just somebody who is coming in to offer. But I think that's, so when this person comes in, I have to put it this way. So when this comes in, see how crazy this is? This person's here to offer. And he's like, no. See, the offer's there, the offer's there. That's nuts. I love tarot for that reason. Because it just kind of resonates on its way. So somebody might come in and be like, hey, and you're like, no. I don't want that. I feel like you guys have like made up your mind about something, because that's what happens with the 4 of Cups. Is like their mind is made up, and they're kind of just like, no. So let's see what's going on. We have the 8 of Cups here, and the follow-up to that is the High Priestess. Okay, so with the High Priestess, she's all about intuition. So it's like using your, Leos, you guys are gonna be very intuitive in the month of December. So you're going to be super duper intuitive. She has the water here in her dress. She does, with the moon anywhere, we have to consider intuition. And we have moon here and moon here. So let's double, because this is here crossing the Ace of Cups. And both cards that came out, the follow-up and the original card, have the moon. So that says heightened intuition. Massive heightened intuition. So, and it's crossing this Ace of Cups, so it's crossing an offer. Okay, and this, you guys might be making the offer, somebody else might be making the offer. That's up to you guys. It's not gonna, everybody's lives are a little bit different, right? So it's just however that resonates with you. And then in terms of what's been going on in the recent past, we do have the King of Wands. So this is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This person could have a cute little pet. And so that's the King of Wands. So this is someone in your recent past. And so however that resonates with you guys is this King of Wands person, a fire sign person. And with court cards like that, it's kind of like, well, there's this person. So like you'll know if it resonates with you that person's there. In the recent past especially, so there's not really like a ton to like say about that, but so let's see what we have going on with the near future. So we have the 4 of Wands there, so this is a really good card, so that's awesome, because like there's like some, I'm going to get into this in a second, but I just want to like, while it's, the messages are here and they're coming in, because we have the Fool and the Devil, like at the very bottom of the deck, right? Just to like go back to that. We have a lot of very interesting like energy, and some of it's like really, really, really uncertain. And I feel like for some of you guys with the 4 of Cups, it's not that this person's going to be like, nope, I don't want it. It's that they're just not sure when this person actually comes in and offers this. And a lot of it has to do with intuition, because of we have this crossing the Ace of Cups, which again, we have this offer. Okay. So like intuitively, you may just be like, oh, I don't know. Like there's a lot of feeling unsure about things. Okay, in the month of December. And it's not in a negative sense, because there's not really, I mean, we'll get to the what's over here. But there's not a lot of like negative energy. It's just kind of like there's like some anxiety, some feelings of uncertainty, also feeling, this is either that you will be walking away from something or you will be thinking about it, because these are major arcana, okay? This guy's just like, look, I'm just going to go off on my own journey and just have fun, because this is like, I'm sick of being like feeling trapped in this situation. But this might just be what you're thinking, okay? Because because of the placement, because it was at the bottom of the deck and it's the overall energy. I feel a little bit of like stagnation for sure, but it's not, again, it's not really a negative. It's almost like a conflicting, confusing feeling of like uncertainty. Like you're almost, see how he's like, it's weird. Sometimes I channel and it creeps me out, and I literally just did that. So some of you feel like you're like on how he's getting ready. I just visualize this, sorry. How he's walking toward the edge, right? So some of you guys feel like you're on the edge of saying something or of offering something. This might even be you guys that are offering the situation here. But then at the same time, you're like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Sorry, yeah. Messages are just you guys have a lot of messages coming in, and you have a lot of like, you're in your head a lot. And you're feeling stuck, but there's this like, this feeling of just kind of wanting to like go for it, okay? Because of the stagnation that you're feeling with this devil card, that you're like, look, I can't stay this way anymore. I can't feel stuck in this situation. Like, I'm just gonna go for it, right? And so some of you guys are in that mindset. A lot of you guys are, because we've got a lot of that energy, and there's like this kind of fear feeling, okay? And a lot of that has to do, trust your intuition, I guess, like in the month. And I'm not saying I guess, but like, because we have it here. But it's hard, because it's like, I want to say trust your intuition, because we have double the message right here crossing you with the offer, right? But then it's like, I do feel like some of you Leos, like in the month of December, are going to be like second guessing yourselves, and you're going to be like afraid to make an offer. If this is you guys making an offer to someone else, you might be afraid that this person's not going to be satisfied with that offer. And so if I say trust your intuition with that, I guess like, I mean, we have double the message. So like, whatever you guys feel whenever because we have 3, holy crap, you guys, look at this. Sorry. But like, check this out. Offer of a cup. Offer of a cup, right? What are cups? Emotion, relationship, situation, offer. I think those are the only 3 cards in the entire deck that come like that, and they're literally like, it's on your mind and it's in your heart. So you guys are really, 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 really wanting to make an offer about something, okay? And like, he's just got this cute little flower in his hand, and he's like, oh, ta-da, here I go. Don't want to be stuck in this situation, because I don't want to keep going on about this, but it's just like, there's like, you guys is like, your energy is like insane. It's insane right now. It's insane. Because there's like, it's like trust your intuition, but then like, you're so back and forth about something. It's like you're about, and this is what I was channeling earlier, you're about to like take this leap of faith with this Fool card, but then you jump back to this Devil card and you're like, no, I can't. Because what if this person rejects me if they don't want it, right? What if, or somebody's gonna offer this and I don't want it, right? It's crazy. It's like there's like 2 different scenarios. So one of you guys are like the ones that are making the offer. The other one is afraid that like if somebody makes an offer to you that you might not be okay with accepting it, or that they might not be. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But look, like, trust your guys' intuition on what's going on, because this is the thing. We do have the Four of Wands. And that's what I was kind of getting at earlier. And the Four of Wands is the happy home card. See, there's two people, they have a little castle. This is a really good card to get in the tarot, okay? Super duper good. And that's coming up in your future, okay? And let's see here. I want it 20, because we have the 2 here, 4 here, okay, in numerology. So we're on the 24th. Super crazy. So let's see here. And that could be November, because we're still in November, but this is for December reading, so it could be December. And then, yeah, you've got this, like, your energy's, like, blowing my mind, because you've got, like, you're just right on the edge there, right on the edge, and then, like, no, I can't. Oh my gosh, you guys, craziness. Okay, so Leo, in the position of how you're feeling as the moon, you guys, a lot of intuition, okay? Here's the moon again, 3rd time that we have the moon. So here we have the moon, okay? So again, looking with the moon too, it could be intuition, but we've gone over that with these other cards as well. And in the position of how you're feeling, with these cards here, like, there's a lot of feeling of, like, you don't want to be disappointed. And there was a disappointment in the past in regards to something or someone. It could be the same person, it could be a different person, but you don't want to be disappointed about something, okay? And you don't want to let yourself down either. Like, there's a lot of feeling of, like, that might be a lot of the reason why you're not taking the leap of faith as much, or you keep almost doing it and then you kind of retract and don't, because you're afraid of, intuitively you're afraid of something that something in the past that you guys are kind of reflecting on with this moon energy. And this is 3 times now with the moon energy here, okay? So this is just a reiteration over and over and over. Just like that feeling of being rejected, and that feeling of giving something 100% and not feeling like that person's going to accept it, okay? Or that they're going to take good care of it, right? So with the fish here, when the page offers that, that's basically like they're offering this person their heart, and, you know, they're like, look, what if this person doesn't want it, or they don't do with it as, you know, I would like them to. And then there's that reflecting of, like, look, I don't want to get hurt. And this Ace of Cups here in the center might even be just like intuitively you feel like you want to walk away from something, even though the cups are full, the water is there, there's love there, but there's a lot of fear of, like, of past energy coming up and scaring you, okay? So yeah, let's just go with that. There's a lot of, you guys have got a lot, you're like obsessing about it, because the Devil card is also obsessing about something, right? Obsessing about, and obsession's not, it's not always a bad thing. It's because it helps you kind of gain clarity over something, okay? So with this card here, like, you're about to jump off. Sorry, I keep reiterating, but it's just the energies are I'm just doing what they tell me to do. So you're about to make an offer. You have your flower in hand, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, no. And it's that spinning. It's not so much obsessing. It's like spinning on an idea. It's like, okay, well, if I do this, then what is the outcome going to be? Okay, if I do this, then what if the outcome's this? And it's like going over it and over it in your head, and getting so close to that, but then you're like, no, because intuitively, like, I'm afraid of this thing happening. There's a lot of intuition and a lot of emotion that you have wrapped up in the situation with this person. So yeah, you guys have got a very serious reading. Okay, and then in the position of how other people see you is the Knight of Pentacles. So you know what? You might be doing all of this, Leo, but people see you as the Knight of Pentacles. They're like, oh, they themselves together, you know, like everything looks great on the exterior. Even though, and this doesn't mean, I mean, you're not crying yourself to sleep at night. And if you guys are, it's, again, nobody can tell because you're carrying yourselves well. But I think that's like a Leo thing, to be honest. Like, you guys are the strength card. I'm surprised we don't have that card here. And you guys are the sun. And so, I mean, look at this person. They're like, they have this bird perch. They have all their pentacles in a row. The sky is nice and bright and everything looks great, right? This is totally reminiscent of the sun card. Where everything exterior looks great, but inside you guys are like, what the hell am I gonna do? I've got this devil here. I'm just like, do I go? Do I do it? What do I do? There's a spinning, like, but to everybody else in the outside world, you look like you're doing great. You know, like it's funny. Yeah. So, congrats to you guys. You're kicking ass, like in general. I mean, this isn't really, it's not, I don't get a super huge negative energy. And I'm sorry to just keep repeating myself, but I feel like I have to, because this is the energy that keeps coming up, is that it's not negative, it's just that, again, it's the spinning. And maybe that's why I keep repeating myself, because it's the spinning that's going on with you guys. But please keep in mind that you do have the 4, okay? You have the 4 of Wands here. So you do have something good is coming in. It's a happy home card, like I said. A lot of this, I feel like, is just what's going on in your head because of the intuition, because of wanting to make sure of something before you actually put yourself out there, okay? It's the feeling of you know, not wanting to jump until you know for sure. And this, oftentimes Leo too, like you guys will just jump. You'll be like, oh, whatever, like, I mean, if there's nothing down there, then I'll find out when I get there. But in this case, you don't want to jump unless you know for sure that you will land on your feet like a cat, right? And Leos are cats. So, what we have here in your hopes and fears, okay, sorry if it's a little bit blurry, y'all. But when I always, yeah, this is the 8. I thought it was the 7 for a sec. But we have the 8 of Swords. And with her, again, on your hopes and fears, well, this is certainly not someone's hope, right? Who wants, I mean, it could be. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, some of you guys could hope to be tied up, surrounded by knives. That's your own prerogative. But for a lot of you guys, this could be fears, right? And, you know, feeling like you're stuck, like you can't see what's going on emotionally, what's in front of you with all this water here, and feeling like you don't know where to go. Obviously, like that's a lot of what we were just talking about with the spinning, okay? So I'm not going to get super into it because I feel like we've already exhausted that with the previous cards that we talked about. But as a fear card, just remember that you can always wiggle out of this, take this blindfold off, and you'll notice that this is actually not an ocean of water, right? It's not an ocean of emotion that you will drown if you go into, right? It's just, it's a mere puddle and it's okay and you'll be fine. And these swords are only on each side of you. They're not behind you and they're not in front of you. So whichever direction that you choose to go, when you take this blindfold off and wiggle out of this, you're going to be just fine. So either way, whichever direction that life takes you, in the month of December, you're going to be just fine. But the first step, of course, is to take the blindfold off and to move in one direction or the other. So that's the message for that card. Here in your outcome, we do have the 5 of Cups, okay? So again, in your outcome, you have these 2 full cups here, and then you have the 3 there that are kind of spilt over, and you have the little emotion here. So what this tells me is that with this 8 of Swords, in your hopes and fears, okay, with this card being your outcome, there will be some of you Leos who, because this is a little puddle of water, a little stream of water, I guess it's a stream because we have that bridge there, but again, it's not, you're not going to drown if you go into it. It very much reminds me of this here, okay? So some of you guys, I feel like, will be moving forward with this 4 of Wands, but there's some of you guys that you might feel a little bit let down by, and I feel like the only reason that would happen is because you won't be taking off this blindfold. You won't be moving forward, or you won't be moving even backward. Like, you won't be going in any direction. You're just gonna wait with these cups here that are available. In just looking here and saying, oh my gosh, like, look at all these spilled cups, there's nothing left. But it's like, there's plenty left. You just aren't looking, you know, it's like seeing the glass as half empty, instead of like half full, sort of a idea. And that's, again, that's something that it's up to you guys what you do. You know, it's your choice on what step you take. But I'm gonna do a follow-up card. I don't want to be like, okay, guys, and have a great month. Have fun with your 5 of Cups. So yeah, let's show me why we have the 5 of Cups here for the outcome card for Leo, please. Why do we have this 5 of Cups for the outcome for Leo for December 2019? It kind of stopped, but I'm gonna keep going for a sec because I'm gonna a little more clarity. So why do we have the 5 of Cups for Leo? December 2019. Why do we have the 5 of Cups for Leo? 5 of Cups for Leo. Why do we have the 5 of Cups for the outcome card, please? Because of the Hierophant. Some of you guys might be dealing with Taurus, or with something having to do, if this is clearly a love reading, but if it weren't, it could also have to do with institution of sorts, okay? So school, work, stuff like that. But these 2 people here, it could also have to do with marriage. So this might be somebody that you might be thinking about, like, seriously enough that, like, with the 4 of Wands here especially, like, it might be somebody that you're thinking about in terms of, like, marriage, okay? And so with this, as a follow-up to the 5 of Cups here, with this card, you might be like, look, like, I need to, you're really taking the time. You might still be taking the time before you completely go forth with this offer, okay? Or with accepting this offer, because it's that serious of a situation. They're like, I have to know, I have to, like, you might not be running toward it as much with your intuition as you might still be dealing with it in the month of January in 2020, basically, and not super have jumped completely off the edge, okay? But you do have the 4 of Wands here, okay? And with the High Priestess, like, if you intuitively feel like you need to take that time, because the 4 of Wands is the marriage card as well, it can be. If you need to take that time because you need to resonate a little bit more on it, and you need to be able to be within your emotions and be within your intuition before you totally jump off here, then take that time and do that, right? Because if you feel like, look, I'm not gonna, I have these spilt cups here, and what if something doesn't go right? Don't feel like you have to be pressured to jump into the situation right away. But the spinning, I mean, I feel like that might be something